Hello everyone, welcome to the Oracle of the Central Sun. I'm Michelle Oberholzer. This video today is about the new moon in Virgo on the 23rd of August. So later in the week you can watch out for my video about Virgo. I want to talk more on Virgo because between now and the end of September we're having two moons in the sign of Virgo, one at 0 degrees and one at 29 degrees. So this makes the Virgo placement in your chart very prominent and definitely something to pay attention to. Two new moons in the same sign, in the same house. It means a lot for change and for progression into something really new in your life. So in the next video, I will go into the houses for rising signs as well. So look out for that. Today is just a general reading and energy for the new moon in Virgo on 23 August. So this occurs at 0 degrees and 22 minutes of Virgo, the very start of Virgo. And where I'm at in South Africa, this will occur at 5 minutes past 8 in the morning. So adjust for your time zone. And Mercury is that sign that is normally all about wanting to do things step by step, to really want to have a plan of how we progress. And this new moon is going to have a very interesting energy because the most influential energy that comes at this new moon from a square is from the planet Uranus at 1 degree of Gemini. And so we're dealing with quite opposites here because Virgo likes more stability. It's an earth sign, and Uranus is going to bring that element of surprise and unexpectedness into what can occur for us at this new moon. So when we look at a new moon or a full moon, we always look at the ruler of this new moon. And the ruler of Virgo is Mercury. And Mercury is also the ruler of Gemini, where Uranus is sitting. That's making the strong aspect to the new moon. So this is very interesting. This is a very mercurial new moon. And Mercury is about the intellect, our thought patterns, and it is also about changeability. So what is fascinating is that Mercury is just leaving or is just about to leave its retrograde shadow on the 25th of August. It is quite steadily picking up speed now after it completed its retrograde, and it's sitting at 12 degrees and 33 minutes of Leo at the time of this new moon. And what is interesting about this is that the new moon is in Virgo. Mercury is sitting in Leo. So this is one sign before Virgo. And what this means in astrology is that it is a blind spot. In astrology, we work with specific shapes like the sextile, like the trine, like the square, in how we look at how the planets are talking to each other. And when a planet is sitting just in the sign before, it is seen as a blind spot. It is seen as a place where there's no real communication. So this brings a very interesting element to this new moon, in the sense that Mercury is not so easily communicating all it wants to bring, because it is out of line of sight. That is how we look at it in astrology. So there's already an element here that might be a little bit obscure. And so those qualities of wanting to do things step by step, wanting to have a good file system and all the steps worked out, that we usually want in the sign of Virgo, is not going to be so readily available. And even more so with this square aspect from the new moon to Uranus, because Uranus is that energy of rebellion, of unexpected occurrences, out of the box things happening. It is about new insights. It's about freedom, or about seeking freedom. And so this square that is forming to the new moon is a little bit more of a tense aspect that's going to bring out unexpected things. So there is really a sense of newness here that even combines further with what I said before, that we're going to have 2 new moons in the same sign, and unexpected things can happen. So I did a Ching reading for this new moon as well, and what I said about Mercury being one sign behind the new moon, even the messages that I got from the Ching and from the cards, it felt a little bit obscure to me. But I have worked with the Ching and with the tarot for such a long time now that I really, really trust these elements. So I'm going to be very keen to see what is revealed, and I am excited to hear what is going to be revealed for you at this new moon, and what new things will be started for you in the sign of Virgo. So the hexagram I received was hexagram 45, and it says gathering together. In order to bring others together, a leader must first be collected within himself. So again, with the last moon reading I did, there was a strong emphasis on focusing on the inner self. And this is definitely showing up again. In order to bring our leadership, in order to find our tribe, in order to come together, we first need to be collected within ourselves. In a time of unification, great achievements can happen. Be aware of the motives of people, so relationships can become clear. Awareness must be developed before gathering with others. Be aware and prepared for the unexpected. So this really speaks to that Uranian element here of unexpected things that can happen with the planet Uranus. And so, having looked at this, I really feel that the main message I want to bring with this new moon is a sense of freedom that's going to occur in a certain part of our charts in the sign of Virgo. But it is going to, the freedom is going to arise through preparation and awareness. And that first line of the I Ching reading, we need to be collected within ourselves. And the reason I'm speaking to the freedom through preparation and awareness is because of the tarot cards I got. So I drew a card and then I drew another card for clarification. The first card that came was the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about preparation. And it is also that sense of what showed up in the Ching, to first be collected within ourselves, because this man is sitting here alone, and he is preparing. He is getting ready and is honing his skills and really getting collected within himself. So that is the first part. Then the second card that showed up was the Seven of Swords. And this card can have many different interpretations. It can be seen as something sneaky or something underhanded happening, someone sneaking away. And the other interpretation that I really love for this is about awareness and using our wit and our skills. So the interpretation that I like for this, that I learned from Elliott Oracle, is that there's a war happening, and instead of trying to defeat the so-called enemy through actual fighting, this man is using his wit, and he is actually going in there and stealing the swords and taking them away, so that the fighting is not going to happen. But he is winning in the sense that he is preparing without it leading into a fight. So I love that interpretation of like working with our wits, and again going inside and really seeing how we can work with what is showing up. I'm sure unexpected things are going to come for all of us in different ways at this time, and to really gather our wits and do what is necessary to deal with the curveballs that might show up, because you know, these things are always right on time. The astrology is a true reflection of us, and a mirror of what is occurring. So use this advice from the I Ching and the cards, hone your skills, go inside, work with your wit, become aware of those sneaky elements inside yourself and maybe in others that might be almost trying to circumvent growth and evolution, and find freedom through find freedom through preparation and awareness. This is what I want to leave you with for this new moon. Prepare your own awareness, hone your inner skills, be collected within yourself as per the I Ching. And I wish you a beautiful new moon, and watch out for my next video where I'm going to be talking about the new moons that are going to happen at the very start and at the very end of Virgo. So the second one is actually an eclipse as well. So these are quite strong energies, you know, and often even strong aspects to Uranus, like this new moon, can be seen as an eclipse, because with Uranus energy, it's often like the Tower card, you know, where there's like a lightning strike and things are illuminated, you know, there's a change of direction, there's a new insight. So this can be a great time of awareness. Thank you so much for being here. My links are below. Connect with me, book a reading, book a healing session. I love to work with private clients one-on-one, and get in touch with any questions you might have. I will see you again next time.